Gotta wait that 10 seconds or it might cut it off at the processing point on YouTube. Hello, everyone. I am Nathan P. Butler. This is the Battlefront Livestream podcast. This is not a podcast in the traditional sense as being an MP3 or something like that that you would get through podcatching software, so much as it borrows from the podcast format, as I've been a podcaster for over 15 years now, and basically goes into this idea of it's more about the conversation, it's more about the commentary, it's more about the conversation with people in the chat or people that I bring in as guests in the party chat as far as the actual audio goes, than it is about the gameplay, but hey, the gameplay gives us a backdrop for all of that. I, of course, am the guy behind this YouTube channel. Here you can find things like From the Star Wars Home Video Library. You can find Fantasy Flight Games reviews and overviews, including a recent look at Swayed by the Dark Side, the newest of the Star Wars LCG Force Packs, which was just put up yesterday. We, of course, then also have podcasts that I'm involved with. Star Wars Beyond the Films with Mark Herleman, Cloud City Casino with Michael Morris, both at StarWarsReport.com. I'm the guy behind the Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere at over 3,100 pages, which you can find over at StarWarsFanWorks.com/timeline. And I am the author of A Saga on Home Video, a fan's guide to U.S. Star Wars home video releases, which you can find on Amazon. So, spiel out of the way. Hello, Pearl. Hello, is it Aoki or Oki? But hello. Basically, at this point, just diving in to knock out some Last Jedi stuff. It's not going to be a long stream this time because it's been a long day and it's going to be a long day tomorrow. Back to work for the semester as the students don't come back until Monday, but basically getting up at 6 o'clock, leaving at 6:30 to be able to get to a meeting that doesn't start until 8:30 because that's how bad Atlanta traffic is and how far away it is. 2 days in a row is just not fun. So let's see. We've got a couple of challenges going here. A little rough is the new one. 10 enemies killed as a reinforcement. So that'll be interesting given the fact that that pretty much means it has to be on one of the soldier base maps, the infantry base maps. It can't be in space because none of those technically are considered reinforcements. Never told me the odds. Still slowly just, getting that as we go, right? So 150. About 93 now, so whatever. Just slowly working towards that. Though I'm curious what's in that booster crate, or will be in the booster crate. Just knocked out a couple of other things. So I've got a new weapon for the assault class, but I also need to knock out, more kills with the other classes to eventually unlock their last weapons. So not quite sure who I'm going to jump in with just yet. But jumping into Galactic Assault to play as reinforcements, which I almost never do, because that's what the challenge is for the day. I actually think I probably have a crate sitting there, a daily crate sitting there as well. And yes, official, the president supposedly is coming to town soon. So Atlanta traffic is, I believe, you could call it, I don't want to say it's hell on earth, but it gets close, right? Atlanta traffic, like I said, I mean, if I'm going through morning traffic, and it's just regular level weekday traffic, and I've got to be at a meeting that is basically, oh gosh, it's hard for me to say exactly how far it is. Basically, I got to go up Georgia 85, or Interstate 85 by about 10 miles, 12 miles, give or take, then take 285 around Atlanta for about another 20 or so miles, almost 30 miles, and then go a little bit more. So I'd say probably a 50-mile one-way trip or 60-mile one-way trip. Doing that even when you are tending for much of the trip to be going about 80 miles per hour, whereas other points you'll be creeping along, hitting your brakes every 10 seconds or less. Doing that in the morning basically means you got to allot at least 2 hours to pull it off. And I am coming from the quadrant of the town, or of the Atlanta metro, that is the least congested, going up to one of the more congested areas. So, yeah. So that is normal weekday traffic, especially in the morning and in the afternoon. Then we've got the playoff game happening, or the championship game happening, which is putting not only that traffic into Atlanta, but upping that as well because of the fact that, of course, this is Georgia versus Alabama. And that is a huge long-time rivalry. So that will up, basically you got the original level of traffic, upped by the fact that it's a weekday, particularly on Monday, upped by the fact that it is that championship game, upped by the fact of who is playing, and now it turns out the president's coming in too, so expect a bunch of roadblocks and shit. So, yeah, I'm going to stay as far away from Atlanta proper on Monday as humanly possible. That said, I'm kind of curious how bad it'll get, but screw that. Oh god, not another ice storm. People always make fun of Atlanta because people can't drive in snow, and it was certainly justified this last time we got snow because it was just snow, but usually we don't get snow, we get sleet that when it's on the ground reflects and looks like snow. It looks like it's just white, when it turns out that it's actually more like just straight up ice everywhere. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Damage to one transport. Okay. Was it that one? It seems to be stalled.
I do always kind of like it on this game where if a blast comes near enough to you to light you up and change the lighting dynamics around you without actually killing you, it looks really nice. Especially when you're able to have HDR on, which I can't do on a stream, unfortunately. Can't do 4K on a stream, can't do 1080 on a stream on a multiplayer game and have it remain stable. And can't do HDR on a stream, so just imagine it. Imagine there's no streaming. Easy if you try. Ah! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh! It's weird. Sometimes they light up and sometimes they don't. Like that time the guy wasn't lighting up. Aha! Now I can be a reinforcement. I don't think these count as reinforcements. I think it's gotta be a battle droid. So let's go ahead and use the rocket droid. Although I just realized I probably need to put in another star card for him. Because the rocket launcher should be an easy way to guarantee at least 1 or 2 kills. Assuming I don't die before I get near anybody. Go! Let's see. I want to fire off a rocket, but like I want to make sure I've got a rocket ready when I finally run into somebody, but I don't see anybody yet. Yeah, I haven't quite figured that out myself. Like, I got it done, but it was giving me progress for rounds that were lost and damn. And missions that were completely lost. I mean, it didn't make any sense how it was counting that. Well, shit, now I'm gonna die. Probably.
You're malfunctioning, unit.
You're malfunctioning, unit! Nice. Yeah, I was actually listening to that in the car. I usually don't listen to instrumental stuff in the car, but when I was on my 2-hour or whatever it was commute today, I remembered I had downloaded on my phone, and I think I've mentioned before how, like, when we got the new car after my other one got totaled, it's like they're saying that, what? It's like they're saying that CDs are passé, right? CDs are a thing of the past. Because you can't even play a CD, even an MP3 CD, and it's all digital, it's all streaming in some form or another, basically. But I had it on my phone, and I was able to call it up on the, there we go, call it up on the car stereo system while I was driving. I didn't listen to a lot of it on the way. Dang, rocket droid's actually a lot better than I thought he would. And then he's dead, but still.
Disruptor hit to an MTT.
Gunship's laser overheat sound. Had not paid attention. What was I, heavy? Yeah, because I was trying to get more kills with the FWMB 10K. Which sounds like some kind of weird, like, marathon or something, right? What'd you run this week in FWB 10K? Which I guess with that accent would be what, the 4 white buddies? 10K? The FWB? Yeehaw! Hello, is there anybody out there? Nope, apparently not. Son of a bitch! There we go! Eat your Wheaties, clone. Or, nope, wait, nope, I'm a droid. Can't eat Wheaties.
Transport damaged.
Get an overhaul, get an upgrade. Stop it with the sucking. As Hillary once said to Monica, right? Stop it with the sucking. No more cigars for you either. Dead. D-E-D, dead. Hey, Russell. This is the night version of the Kashyyyk map. The one that I actually, for a long time, had barely even played. Now I'm kind of tired of it, but it is the Kashyyyk Galactic Assault map. Very cool when it's nighttime, not nearly as cool looking during the day, and the map for it for Blast, the like team deathmatch thing, is crazy in the sense that it's got walkways everywhere, so you're more likely to die from falling than from actually being killed by an enemy. Oh! Who'll be shooting at us? Hey, it's you? What's up, my friends? Hey, wait a second. I got a kill assist and I don't even know where the guy is. Anybody? Oh, no, you didn't. Are you firing at me, you sniper bastard? Kudos to you, because I like this. Uh-oh! Go up the stairs, not beside stairs. Okay. Go drunk, battle droid. You're home. Yeah. Hey, Andrew. You too. Yeah, imagine that in HDR, because whenever you're actually able to play, you know, whenever I'm playing off stream, I'm able to turn HDR back on, and it's even more impressive. So 4K plus HDR makes for a pretty game. Wow, maybe I could actually start firing when I'm close to the guy. He's still gonna probably kill me. No, kill assist. Alright, fine. I'll take it, I guess.
Oh, crap.
Muck awesome. Kind of like valedictorian of summer school, right? Because you're awesome, but it's only in a McDonald's-y sort of way. Although, truly, McDonald's fries are spectacular. Like, I don't even care about the other food when I go. Give me whatever the hell you want and give me some fries, and I'm good. Although I got a feeling I'm going to burn out of McDonald's soon, because with my health issues and diet issues, or dietary issues, I guess not diet issues, but dietary issues, I'm going to get really tired of eating McDonald's real quick, because it's one of the few things I'll be able to eat without messing my stomach up when I've got to make those 2-hour commutes. Thankfully, I think this is the last 2-hour commute for at least a week or two, though. And then they all start back up again. Who would win in an argument, Nick Riviera or Tommy Wiseau? Okay, so here's the interesting part. I don't think I know who either of those people are. So I would flip a coin.
Damage to one transport.
It's always a little tough for me to figure out what part of the jungle I can actually shoot through and what part of the jungle I can't. Oh. More guys. Oops. Hey, I can play as a reinforcement again, though.
Rocket droid. Roger, Rabbit.
You know what the biggest problem is, you know, with this battle and, you know, and how the Republic is still able to bring in reinforcements to help them fight. If they'd only followed the, you know, the plan for Phantom Menace, you know, we must move quickly to cut off all communications down there. If they'd only done that, then they wouldn't be able to call for reinforcements. Gotta be thinking.
Unidentified enemy.
Ketogenic diet? I don't know what ketogenic is, but do explain. And that was not me being sarcastic. I actually do want to know what it is. I just have never heard of it before. Does it have anything to do with Satal and Alima Keto from Dark Lords of the Sith? Probably not. Ah!
The Republic has a
No
new
fair.
ally. Transport hit. Circuit shorting.
Where are some of these guys? Come on. I got a rocket in my pocket, but I can't find anybody to shoot it at. And I won't be able to until it scoots the... There we go. There's somebody. There you go. And I still didn't kill him. I got a kill assist. That shit doesn't help me. Unless, of course, it's not counting correctly, because most of the Last Jedi ones don't seem to have counted correctly. Kill assist again. So that was a complete waste of a attempt.
The clones are shooting a transport.
High fat, moderate protein, low carb.
MTT in position.
Interesting.
Efficiency rating passable. Call the clones while I assess our next step.
I wonder how that would mix with my wife's. My wife basically isn't supposed to have... She's lactose intolerant like I am, but not as heavily. But she's not allowed to have meat at this point. Because her stomach basically is paralyzed. They think temporarily, but it's basically the stomach is supposed to squish, and it doesn't squish. So she can eat things like, you know, plant matter and whatnot, and beans and stuff like that. Things that just digest from the stomach acid. But stuff that really requires the whoosh motion, she can't do. Which is what most meats require for digestion. So I'm kind of curious how that would fit with that. Maybe that'd be a... If it fits with hers, too, that might be something to actually plan, you know, a little in advance, as opposed to eating all willy-nilly like I usually do. And that is eating willy-nilly, not eating Willie Nelson. Though how that man is still alive, I have no idea. Is he still alive? Pretty sure he's still alive. Lots of veggies. That's good. She's grown very fond of those black bean patties you can get that basically mimic the texture to some degree of a hamburger. Hello, EK. Hello, JL. The initials folks are showing up now.
Charge is set on the west turbo tank.
But thanks to a convenient block, we won't have that person coming up today to ask for pictures of Bobs and Vaginas. So, you know, that's good. Defend the port! Hi!
New enemy detected.
Didn't he get cut in half? And okay, I'm already bored with that shit.
Woo! Juggernaut scheduled for imminent destruction.
Sentry mode activated.
You wanna come in my house, mother? Come on! Come in my house! Uh-oh! Somebody's shooting me from across the way. And somehow I didn't manage to kill them. Uh-oh! Oh, crap. Yep, I knew I was gonna get smoked that time. I was like, there's no way. Ah, Dark Disciple. Dark Disciple is a good one. That's one I would recommend that I forgot when asked about recommendations the other day. Dark Disciple.
Roger, roger.
But you gotta really have been following Asajj Ventress' arc in the Clone Wars to really get the full oomph out of Dark Disciple. And it pretty much puts the kibosh on any chance of there ever being a way to reconcile the Obsession comic and some of the latter pre-2008 stuff with the 2008 Clone Wars cartoon series stuff. But thankfully, that is a non-issue because it is canon. Had they allowed it to also be in Legends the way they did with Son of Dathomir, then there would have been some issues. Causing criers with some tissues. Probably not super long. It's, I was saying earlier, it's been kind of a long day. My commute yesterday and today and tomorrow is basically 2 hours in the morning, and then traffic thins out, and it's more like an hour and a half on the way home. But it sucks the energy right out of me. So I'm kind of like, bleh. But I was like, well, I said I'd try to stream, so I'm gonna try to stream. Can you block all these, motherfucker? Can you block them all? Can you block them all, you Jedi bastard? Kill Luke and be like, Ryan Johnson says hello. Oh, hell no. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, Rey is up there, right? It didn't, like, Luke didn't just turn to Rey for a second, which would have been weird. What's his abilities? Wrist rocket, overload, and fortify. Not 50, 45. 5 less than 50. Yeah, Bloodline is pretty cool. Bloodline is a particularly political book, but it has some action to it as well, and it's a fun ride. Speaking of Last Jedi, so today was our first day back at work for meetings and stuff before the kids come back on Monday, right? And of course, everybody there knows I'm the big Star Wars nerd in the group. And one of my coworkers, the first thing he said when we started talking about the movie was, "What was up with milking that bird thing? Was that milk?" I was like, he's like, "Oh, that left an impression." So of all the things for him to remember or to comment about from the movie, it was that. Well played, Ryan Johnson. Well played. Thera Siren Booby. Whee! Whee! What the hell? I went right and it bounced me left. Because the bamboo is stronger than my rockets. Bamboo's stronger than his rockets. My rockets are great, and I got a great big button to go with it.
Turbo tank wired for demolition.
Little man thinks his button is bigger. Sad. Oh shit! Nuggets. Hello? Where's the Republic dogs? I got a rocket for one of them. Where is a Republic dog? I got a rocket for a Republic dog, for real. Ah, balls! Kill assist. Kill assist doesn't help me, damn it. As far as I know. Oh, got stuck in the scenery for a second. Ah!
Phase 2 complete. 20% behind schedule.
Run away and save your life.
Beginning final phase.
Run away the fuck away.
Before the cruiser launches.
Run away
It
if you
must
want
never
to
leave
survive.
the ship intact.
Nice. Very nice. How early do I have to get up tomorrow? I gotta be up at 6 a.m. because I gotta be on the road by 6:30 in order to be at a meeting that doesn't start until 8:30.
Some kind of Republic hero?
And then the meeting goes until 4, which means that I get to leave during afternoon traffic and probably not get home until close to 6. Fun! Awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. That, of course, is a Saga on Home video for those who aren't familiar with it. But if you're watching the stream, you probably already are. I think it's less my taste in music and more just the kind of shit that gets stuck in my head. But I'm very much in the car. I'm very much a lithium and 90s on 9 kind of guy when it comes to musical taste for Sirius XM. When I'm listening to music on the radio, usually I'm listening to either talk radio of some kind on POTUS. Thank God there's at least one balanced channel on the frickin' planet for America. Or I'm watching or I'm listening to something that's on my phone. I'll be sitting and wishing that I could get up and move. Well, thankfully, we are treated like professionals, so if I really need to move, I can just be like, I gotta pee! Without, you know, saying it and just, you know, step out for a second because I'm dying from the boredom. It's just a perception thing, I would think. They want you to look like you're busy doing stuff. Aw, damn. Good night, McAwesome. I feel bad because I know I haven't really been paying attention to who I've been killing, but I know I've killed McAwesome a couple of times. Poor McAwesome. I'm sure he's killed me a few times and I haven't noticed, so I assume it's probably even. So I guess that makes us even. I done shot that horse. Anyway. Oh, killed in the saddle, as every cowboy dreams. Unless it's like a shootout, in which case it's probably a more accurate dream. Oh, you want to shoot us with your little Gatling gun, the bullshit? Aw, somehow my rocket didn't even get to him. What the hell was that? I demand a recount. Speaking of which, I forget where it was. Was it Virginia, where control of the state legislature, or at least one house of the state legislature, has completely come down to one ballot where somebody marked both candidates and then put a little mark by one of them, and you could interpret it as being for either candidate or as one candidate or neither candidate, and that one vote was going to decide the fate of the election. So today they just said screw it, and they drew names literally out of like a bowl randomly to decide who got the vote from that one vote, and therefore which party got control of the legislature. America! Ah! There we go. There's so much to love about Back to the... I like the darkness and all the crazy time travel aspects, the bouncing around of Back to the Future 2, but there's something to be said for Back to the Future 3 being able to take the formula and work it in a different time period and do it quite well. I always vacillate back and forth on which my favorite is. I think it's 3. It's hard to say, though. I see you! Get out of my way! Out of my way! Out of my day! Out of your line! Or out of your mind and into mine. Oh, did I just kill him while he was in the saddle like that other guy? Poor bastard. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Dang, so close. I assume the vehicles don't count as reinforcements. They didn't for the last challenge that required you to use reinforcements. I honestly don't remember. Don't know if I redeemed them or if I gave them away. They wouldn't still be sitting there either way. But I don't know. Ah! What's up? Good night. We're gonna lose. 11 lives is all we have left. Rear fuel pipe. I used to give them all away if they were ultraviolet or something that wouldn't translate to iTunes. Now, of course, most things will because of Movies Anywhere and the whole synchronizing thing, but for the longest time that wasn't the case. So a lot of digital copies I just gave away.
Oh no!
Check the pipes. Reactivate the charges.
See, I still don't usually use the digital copies, though. I mean, even when I've got them, I still use the discs. I'm old-fashioned that way. Defend the fuel pipes! We're in overtime! OT!
Oh crap, we're screwed! We're screwed! Oh, I'm sorry.
Our forces are diminished, and the Republic cruiser is ready to launch. The operation has failed.
Damn! Kaboom. Oh, McAwesome was number 5. Or Johnny 5, as he prefers to be called later. Then I probably have it, yeah. Alright, let's see where I actually stand on any of these by going back to the menu, because you can't tell where your Last Jedi challenges stand, because they only show you at the end of this match where they were at the end of the last match. Not that one. Come on. I would say Back to the Future has one of the few soundtracks or the few scores that I find as memorable and likely to pop into my mind. It's one of the few, aside from Star Wars, that are able to do that for me. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Slow freaking moving. Loading. Take a DeLorean to any point in time. I think I'd go to the future and just kind of see how things turn out. Come on. Yeah, Huey Lewis is one of my favorite all-time bands. Ah, yes, I do have an unopened crate. Oh, but I can't open any other ones because I ain't got the money. Hitting up my buddies got me feeling like a jerk. Get a check on Friday and it's already spent, and so forth in Huey Lewis style. That's weird. Woo! I think that's a good thing. I think. 5 as a reinforcement, so 5 to go. And 44 to go for the long-term one within the next week and a half or so. Well, okay then. Might be time for some strike. Yeah, well, yeah, because strike was getting me credits like freaking mad yesterday. Much faster than Galactic Assault was. Might as well try it. Have not seen any of the Slender Man stuff, but I haven't gotten into the whole urban myth Slender Man stuff either, though. Use a time machine to save Han Solo. But then Last Jedi wouldn't have had the, quite as emotional a kick. He might not have, he might not have thought twice about killing Leia then, because that would have been his moment to prove himself. Wait, use a time machine to save Han Solo like they did Doc in the first Back to the Future movie. You're thinking the third, right? Because they didn't save Doc in the first one. The first one was trying to make sure that his family didn't get erased by making sure that his dad got back together with his mom, as they were supposed to be, to eventually get married and have him and his fam. Oh, you mean like at the very end of it, go back and warn him. Gotcha.
There's a star map in the
No,
area
Doc getting shot and writing the letter is... That's not Back to the Future 1 you're thinking of. The letter shows up for the first time at the end of Back to the Future 2. and they learn about him getting shot and killed in Back to the Future 3, which is why he goes back in time to 1885 to try to stop the shooting from happening. This, by the way, is the fourth of the assault class guns.
Yes.
Yes! If you're curious about it, let me go to third person here. Yeah, so the third assault class gun, high damage, slow firing, relatively slow firing. But it does have a basic scope on it, and unfortunately you don't get a double zoom scope until you get to the last of the milestones for the weapon. And the gun just, it eats them up on the first shot, but you better make sure the first shot is a headshot, or else you're going to need more shots than you can easily get in before they move too far or too fast to keep a beat on them. So it's good, but it's not great. So it's just... like, I still didn't kill that guy. Like, I don't know that I will ever manage to get enough kills with this weapon to get that scope, because I do not have the patience for it. Yep. And did you know... or doing Did You Knows about Back to the Future, that they actually didn't plan on there ever being a second or a third. The To Be Continued was added only for the home video release for Back to the Future 1, never in theaters, just as a joke. And then people took it seriously, and they decided, you know what, if people are clamoring for it, we'll go ahead and make it and make some serious money. Oh, that one! Okay, I thought you were talking about the main one. You're talking about the Libyans. Gotcha. So basically he did sort of a similar thing. Gotcha. That makes sense. Who do you think? The Libyans! Run for party! Which is funny because, you know, like, back then I was like, I don't know who the hell the Libyans are. What the hell's a Libyan? You know, and what are they talking about making them a bomb? What the hell they did? And now... you know, in 2017, years and much education later, I'm like, holy shit, he ripped off a bunch of terrorists. It'd be like agreeing to do a job for ISIS and then screwing them on it. He's so fucked. Now, if he was a bastard, Han and Leia would not have been married at the time of his birth. Or he would have been fish feces. You know, bastard. Ah! Kind of wish you could zoom in with this, but at least it's a nice scope for distance. Psychedelic rap. What kind of... damn. You're taking a certain type of drugs to do psychedelic rock and a certain type of drugs to do rap. What kind of drugs would you have to take to make a really good psychedelic rap song? Drugs are bad. Okay.
Carrier has a package. Give him cover.
Okay. Who has the package? Why are you wearing like a motorcycle helmet? That is the stupidest looking helmet. It's like the budget for the Resistance was so paltry that they decided to buy their helmets at in the kids aisle at like Family Dollar or something. Well, at least they cover your head.
We're moving the package to the extraction point.
Go, my friends, go! I'm dead. At least I got killed by one of my favorite guns, though, so it's okay. Yep. What's funny is the way that Hasbro marketed them back whenever the film originally came out, and how there were a lot of people who thought they were real and were pissed that Mattel wasn't actually selling them like they quote-unquote were supposed to. And I'm talking about not in 2015, people thought that it was a real thing, not a special effect, because people are stupid.
First order
Do we
to
have
secure the
shape
package.
chips? What are shape chips?
We're moving with the package now.
If your package is moving too much, what you need to do is switch to briefs instead of boxers. Pretty easy solution. Come on. Huh. Go, 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 it's Cobra.
Package dropped.
Ooh, that's a rocket trooper. Still no reinforcement. I gotta get to 2,000 to 3,000. Oh, no, not the officer. The heavy. Because I'm still trying to get that Fumbuktinke. Finished. Or not. Yeah, Fumbuktinke. I forget what I even get for it.
We have dropped the package.
Oh, it's the ion shot thing that I'll probably never even use. Awesome. Ah!
Enemy spotted.
Our carrier picked up the package.
On the battlefield, the resistance had only one goal.
Get that package to the extraction.
As the stormtroopers advanced, kill Whitey. Wait a second, what? Who wrote this narration? I have no idea who Fry is, so I'll be like, okay. Fry? Oh shit! Oh shit! Again!
That's it.
Oh.
We got it.
Never
Now
really
let's
watched
see what the
Futurama.
First Order's been up to.
It began as I was getting out of watching Simpsons regularly. So I was like, meh. Meh. Well, that sucked. Still got a ways to go for the Fwambuktingate. And those heavy kills. And that one doesn't matter because it would have told me based on the wrong thing anyway. Okay. I do like the credit earn for the short amount of time though. I'll do one more, maybe two more full rounds of strike. If it'll freaking load. What time tomorrow for streaming? I don't even know if there will be a time tomorrow streaming. I honestly have no idea. Like, I don't even know when I will be back from the meeting because it completely depends on traffic. There have been times I've left a 4 o'clock meeting and didn't get home until almost 8. It's ridiculous. I don't think it'll be too bad tomorrow, but hopefully not, you know, hopefully not bad enough at least that it winds up getting me home so late that I'm like, screw it. But I was really debating whether I was even going to stream tonight just because it was such a long day. But decided, you know what? I said I was going to try to do it, so I'll go ahead and try to do it. Can't say for sure for tomorrow, though. Possibly. Hello, Movie Canyon. And let's see, does anyone watch Jeremy Johns or Chris Stuckman? The latter sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't say I'm familiar with either of them.
Troops.
I don't know why I keep...
Our primary targets
Everybody watching is like, oh, this is making me dizzy.
Always.
Place your charges in the designated areas and be sure they go off.
Place your targets in designated areas. Put your seats in the full upright and locked position. Don't let your children play with the plastic bags that shit comes in. No! Who zapped me? Dead. By the same gun I carry.
Ready to go.
It depends. You mean differently? I'm assuming you mean differently in a negative way. That's asinine. And depending on what way and how and if it's documented, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Assuming it's a public, well, not even a public institution, any kind of educational accredited institution. Oh, holy shit! There's windows. I never done seen them before.
Complete that shutdown.
I'll be persnickety. Holy balls! You guys all right up here?
I'll cover you.
And I'll cover you. It's just me, you jackhole. Ah, shit! Getting shot from behind. Hate it when that happens. Like in prison.
Just a few moments more. Don't let them reach Alpha.
Yeah, if you legally have an accommodation, depending. Well, okay, so it's going to depend on the type of school,
Target Alpha
but
destroyed.
generally, if you have an accommodation legally of some kind, be it an accommodation or a modification based on an IEP or a 504 plan, then they have to do it. And I don't know that there is a rule regarding asking about it, so much as just bad form and kind of impolite to do so. And frankly, that should be on the IEP or 504 anyway. IEP being an individualized education plan, 504 being Section 504 of that same legislation, the IDEA, Individuals with Disabilities and Education Act. IEPs being more for learning comprehension issues, or psychological, whereas 504 is more for medical. Accommodations being the changes in how you access the material, and modifications being actual changes to the curriculum itself. We got to play Educational Terminology Day. See, now Supreme Leader Snoke would definitely need some 504 accommodations in order to work at Burger King. Probably give him a nice stool or something for the top half of his body. But wait! He could survive on Rage and come back as Spider Snoke. If it worked for 'em all. Spider Snoke, Spider Snoke. Does whatever the original Snoke could, except that wasn't ever really well defined. Alright, see you, EK. Yeah, that time difference is brutal. Hello, people! You did not see me? Actually, though, I really ought to probably let myself die because I need, Here, kill me. Kill me. I need the reinforcements. I keep forgetting why I'm even playing it. Well, I mean, even colleges have the same type of requirements. It's just that it depends on if it's a private or a. Oh, of course, as soon as I got the frickin' points. It depends on whether it's a private or a public institution, but I still think that it's. I'm pretty sure it still applies to the IDEA provisions still apply to private schools.
Ready.
I'd have to go look and check. I'm not familiar with whether it applies to private or not. I think it does, though.
Imperial Stormtroopers forward!
Ever since I was young, you know I hated dissension among my peer group. It caused a whole lot of tension. Sorry, half the time when I'm playing, it's the stormtroopers I have in the Empire from Phineas and Ferb Star Wars stuck in my head. You can see exotic worlds in the galaxy, in the Empire.
In the Empire.
You can be all that they want you to be. You can walk to the beat of conformity. Get out of my way!
Why were they in my way, Jose?
Come here, you little rubber bastard. Woo! Oh, you got to be kidding me. Come on now. We gotta kill this man now. Uh-oh. Ah! Kill is a reinforcement, so at least it counted towards the goal. Yes. Don't!
I'm ready to go.
Tomatoland? Never heard of it. Tomato. Ah, college classes. The ones that last hours and hours and make you kind of feel like you're going to die.
Target Alpha neutralized. Concentrate on Beta.
Quick! Run! Run actually towards the goal.
Target Beta detonation sequence begun.
Oh, I killed Jazzy's pet! I'm sure DJ Jazzy Jeff is pissed at me now. Yay!
I'm ready.
There we go. Get some more kills with this guy. Let's bust out that rocket launcher. Nope, can't bust out the rocket launcher and run at the same time.
Explosives offline at Beta.
Like a leopard?
Enemy spotted. Enemy striped. Enemy kind of a weird polka dot or something.
Oh, come on!
Explosive set at Beta.
That should have killed him. But no, instead it completely just wasted a reinforcement. There's a part of me that wants to ask, and you know this by comparison how? But that does, you know, that does kind of fit shitty weather, so. Hey, get it? Shitty weather! Ho-ho! It's been a long day, as we have talked about previously.
Throwing grenade.
Looked like somebody was right there around the corner. They must have... yeah, they're on the other side of that thing. Oh, and dead again. Every time I kill Jazzy's pet, I die immediately after. There is a lesson to be had there.
Let's hunt some rebels.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's even like anymore. The longest breaks that I get anymore are like 2 weeks at most, and then it's right back into the grind again. But part of that's on, you know, part of that's my choice. I mean, I choose to do the summer school stuff because the money is really helpful when we're dealing with bills, and especially medical bills and stuff like that. So, I mean, we're still paying on a medical bill. If anybody ever tells you insurance is unnecessary, they full of shit. My wife didn't get on my insurance immediately after we got married, and wound up going to the emergency room about a month or two after we got married, and we are still paying on that ER bill. And this was almost 5 years ago now. And I don't even think we're like halfway through the frickin' thing. So yes, insurance, good. Insurance payments, suck. Rising insurance payments, suck. Insurance when you need it, kind of irreplaceable, unfortunately.
Not much time left. Not much time at all.
Ooh, yeah, I couldn't tell where I was being shot from, so I was aiming too low. Go!
I'm ready to go.
Good for you. I'm over here looking like a KKK member who happened to go out in the snow. It's a question of, you know, what degrees you'll be able to use and what kind of fields you want to go into and that sort of thing, you know. I know a lot of people who aren't even using their first degrees because the first degree they got was not a practical one to find a job in. That kind of degree you should be able to actually use, which is nice. Anybody? Oh, there's one. Uh-oh. Dead. Killed by somebody who was behind a wall.
Right with you.
Oh! It's over. It's over. Yeah. Was there tuition that you didn't get back to? Or was that refunded depending on when you dropped out? Let's see, 805.
Let's blast him.
Alright, this is it. This is the round that'll decide the fate of the match. And then it'll be the last one streamed for this evening. If I do get on any more tonight, which I kind of doubt, it'll probably be some Doom VFR, Doom, or Skyrim VR. One thing I don't like is it's hard to play VR before you need to go anywhere because the way that the headset completely screws your hair up in the front. Like, you look like an idiot after you played VR for very long. And we're not talking something that can be fixed with a comb. We're talking you're going to need to give some water, smash that shit down again, fix it. Kind of like, you can tell, like, when my hair isn't as short as it is now, you can tell when I've been streaming because there'll be like a flat line across my head from this. At least across the top of my head.
Right here.
Oh! Losing my control. Not losing control, just losing my control. Little things make a difference, right? Like, bite me, comma, asshole. Scathing attack. Bite me, asshole, with no comma. Sounds like you are a kinky pirate, as the meme goes. Arr, bite me, asshole. I'm sorry, no. It's your first mate to do that.
Throwing.
Oh, that's one of my guys. My bad. Sorry. You're headed toward no man's land territory, so I was not sure where you were coming from. Thought you might be a bad guy. Yep. I zoomed in too soon. I lost the time of having to shift over to him, and by then I was dead. Especially since I think that was a CR2. Hello, there, Tuba. I follow you. The kind of mission that Captain Kirk loves.
Target Alpha charged prime.
Oh, we got one now. I'm actually starting to like Strike a little bit better than Galactic Assault just because it's faster. It seems like you're earning more quickly.
Grenade ready. Heavy guns ready to go.
Oh, hello! Oh, rebel scum! What's up, rebel scum? I love that. Woo! That was an awesome death scream. Not from me, from the character.
Scum.
Yes, we know they're rebel scum. We already
Triggered.
determined
Alpha
that.
destroyed.
Yep. Destroyed the Alpha. So there's no need for that movie that's coming out that made me think it was Lone Wolf of Gub or some shit. Cool, I got a rocket. Ow! I got a rocket ow! It's like a jetpack.
Target beta charges have been primed.
That's a long-ass way to run. Oh, come on! Didn't even get a chance to fire off a damn thing, which made that a complete fucking waste.
I'm ready to go.
The amount of time it takes to activate your, like, actually pull out the rocket for the rocket jumpers or whatever the hell you want to call them, really kind of sucks. Might as well have just fired with my pistol. It would have been faster. Yep, it's cold. And of course, being in the Atlanta area, I mean, around here, we're all like, oh, and I just died. We're like, oh my god, it's cold! But really, I mean, compared to most places, not so much.
Blast him.
Compared to where my wife is on her trip this week, no, this is not cold. Compared to back home with where my family lives, no, this is not cold. But for here, everybody's like, oh my god, I can't feel my nuts! That's because they've retreated back into your torso. Sons of bitches! I might as well not even try to come out that door at all. There's always going to be somebody up in that little window.
We can still prevail.
Must get to
Strike
know
at
the
Empire.
maps. Get to learn the maps.
Close extended target beta.
Dang, blast it, we're running out of time. Good God. Where is that, Kevin? I think in the Atlanta area, I think there are people who don't realize that there even is such a thing as below zero. Oh, how you like that? How you like that up here on your turf, you little... Ah, I'm gonna die. And my death was the death
The
knell.
rebel ion cannon is still fully functional. We have failed our
Ah,
orders.
gotcha. Hey, Jordan. Coming just as we're about to wrap up, though. See if I can get a crate before going, though, and see where the challenges stand. Ah, field trips. I miss field trips. Not really. I miss going on field trips, not so much actually leading field trips. Alright. And we roll. Go see if there's anything. See what my challenges look like right now and see if there is anything I can grab from the crates. May wind up playing more Strike in the future. Because for a while there, you would try to get into a Strike match and there wouldn't be anybody in there, so the queue would just spin and spin and spin, and you would never actually be able to get into it. Negative 20s around Chicago. Ugh. No, not for me. Sorry, no. Come on! At least it's on this screen, though, as opposed to being stuck on that black screen that never goes away. Come on. Yeah, that makes it dangerous just to even try to drive. I mean, even if it's just regular packed snow, that makes it a lot like down here whenever we get those ice storms. Where it's just the traction's gone in that case because you're getting buffeted around. Really? I only got one more, so I'm still at 6 out of 10. Oh, wait, let's make sure it actually is 6 out of 10 because we know they don't track right. So 6 out of 10. I still need to kill 4 more as a reinforcement within the next 21 hours. Fun. And then I'm down to needing, what, 33 for Never Tell Me the Odds to get that Iden Versio booster crate. That's not bad. And spiking a crates, I can actually go get another Starfighter crate. That's what I'm actually usually getting, by the way. I should probably at some point switch to hero crates, but right now I still find Starfighter Assault my favorite mode. So I'm tending to just go and grab Starfighter crates to help boost up my things for that particular game type. But unless I get a green or a blue, a lot of times they're not really helping me much. A Friends guy? Friends is in the TV show? No. Yeah, green. Probably not worth it, but we'll see. Duplicate, hey! Duplicate, hey! Crafting parts. And let me guess, duplicate? Yep! Fantastic. So I just spent 2,400 credits in order to get 800 credits back and 50 crafting parts. So those crafting parts basically just cost me 1,600 credits. Or 160 credits for every 5 crafting parts. Or, I'm trying to do that in my head. Is that 32 crafting parts, or 32 credits per crafting part? I think. Mental math. Not as good as it was this morning before I worked all day. But yeah, so that was completely friggin' worthless. Except, I mean, at least I got some crafting parts that I can use to actually get cards that I want eventually. So, okay. Like I said earlier, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow. It depends on when I get back and how I'm feeling at that point, because it's going to be an even longer day tomorrow. Today was just crazy, but at least I was able to come back a little bit earlier, and then everything else, all my other meetings were online, whereas tomorrow it's just a lot of running around. And then probably we'll get in a stream at some point on Saturday, and then Sunday depends. Probably not. We're probably... I'm looking at not until we get back into the weekdays and such again, until there's a chance to do that again. So, just wrap this up with the usual spiel. Of course, I am Nathan P. Butler. This is my YouTube channel. If you're looking for other stuff from me, you can find things like From the Star Wars Home Video Library and the Fantasy Flight Games reviews. Here on the channel, you can find stuff like my vlog, The Voice of Reason or Lack Thereof. If you haven't watched the one about intellectual honesty, I would highly recommend it. It's probably one of the better things on the channel, I think. You can also find me talking Star Wars books, comics, legends, canon, and so forth with my, Mark Herleman over on Star Wars Beyond the Films. You can catch me talking Star Wars gaming, both tabletop games and video games, with Michael Morris over on Cloud City Casino. Both of those podcasts located at StarWarsReport.com. All my classic, older podcasts all at StarWarsFanWorks.com. Speaking of StarWarsFanWorks.com, that's where you'll find my Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere at over 3,100 pages, spread across 5 different documents. That's been going for basically 20 years at this point. Began in 1997. Right around the time, I guess, I was starting my senior year of high school. That said, you can also find my book called A Saga on Home Video, A Fan's Guide to U.S. Star Wars Home Video Releases over on Amazon. And if you're interested in supporting my Patreon, you can find that at patreon.com/NathanPButler, where Patreon supporters get some nifty bonuses for their support. So, that's it. I'm going to finally eat something, and try to gear up to get ready for tomorrow's long day. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you soon on another stream. Have a good night, and enjoy the season of The Last Jedi if you're still playing Battlefront 2. Hopefully we'll be seeing more information soon on what the next season will be. Thanks, guys.